What are some of the things that the agents who are seeing more success right now doing versus the agents who are struggling more? Are there some specific areas that they're focusing on, you think, that are working well, or marketing strategies?
I think that they're just staying consistent and they're just trucking forward, and they're not letting the hype of everything else kind of cloud their vision and their intent on what they're doing every day.
Yeah.
And that's part of having their systems and processes in place. And I think that from what I see, they're just doubling down. They're not scaling back.
Yeah. Yes. That's good. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, and that's what I've done at the beginning of this year. Because our business was already starting to slow down, even at the end of last year as rates were starting to go up. But I went all in on social media, started a podcast.
Good for you.
Here we are. We're on the podcast.
Yes.
We started this at the beginning of the year. And you have invested a lot of money in social media. I've invested a lot of time and energy in meeting other business people that I can get business from, like financial advisors, CPAs, family law attorneys, all that kind of stuff. And then I've also started recruiting a lot to fill my branch and hire loan officers. So I hired my first loan officer about a month ago. So what, like for me, is I saw the market starting to shift. It's like, okay, I'm going to have to do things differently than I've done them the last couple of years. And some of the things I've been doing the last couple of years, I can keep doing them and double down on them. And some things I'm going to have to put aside, and then I'm going to have to bring in some new things, and I'm going to have to see what works. But, now I'm investing a lot more than I was the last 2 years. I'm investing money and time and everything else to generate the business.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think that that's what's going to separate the top producing agents versus the agents that are kind of taking a hit to their business.
Yeah.
Is you can't take a situation as far as a changing market and look at it as something negative. You do have to change the way you think about it and say, okay, well, what can I do to change my business that will cater to what the market is asking for now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So I think that people that are willing to try new things and do new things and maybe try different modalities in which they go get their business, I think it's a really great time to test and see what works and what doesn't work, and start to incorporate some new things, take what's working in your business and maybe take it up a notch and start doing it at a higher level.
Yeah.
And maybe look at some systems and processes that might help you streamline and be able to do that differently than what you had done the last 2 years.
Yes, for sure.
So.
Yeah, and I think right now, because like you mentioned earlier, rates have gone up so much this year. The fastest increase in rates we've seen since the 90s in 1 year. And then, home prices were going up like skyrocketing at the beginning of this year.
And gas.
And gas and everything.
And groceries.
and everything, yeah. But so that's made a lot of people hit pause. But now we're starting to see interest rates coming down. So rates have come down like 0.3% over the last 6 weeks. We expect that to continue. And so I think for agents right now, they should be very intentional with people they're talking to who are like, yeah, I want to buy, but not right now. They need to be right in front of those people at all times, because if rates continue to come down, they're going to get to a point where all of those people who are like, yeah, I'm going to wait, they're going to go, yeah, I'll buy now. Yes. And if you're not the agent who's right in front of them when they make that choice, they're not going with you.